I'm Anna Claire Kelly on ABC News. I'm here today in Paris. Going to be talking to a violinist named Bob Jerry. So Bob, I have a couple questions. Do you believe that the audience was outraged because of the orchestra?
Of course not. Our musicians played perfectly. Nothing about our music was bad. We were on beat, and everyone out there is a professional.
So Bob, why do you think the audience was so livid?
Because of this horrible choreography. The dancers were doing what they were told to do, just like the orchestra. We can't do anything about the script. We carried the ballet's performance.
Well, that's kind of questionable. But if you were to do anything different that night, what would you do, Bob?
Honestly, Anna Claire, I would have stopped playing and started screaming at the audience, but that's not professional. The play was just a nightmare.
All right, now that we talked about an orchestra member, I want to talk about Amelia Frank, a former dancer from the Rite of Spring. So Amelia, I heard you retired from dancing after the Rite of Spring performance. Is that true?
Sadly, yes. After the ballet, I've received so much hate. Even after the show, an audience member hunted me down to scream at me. After that, I don't think I'll ever be able to perform again.
I'm sorry to hear that, Amelia. After the ballet, what did you and the dancers do?
Some people cried, most were outraged, and a few were just confused about the whole thing. Our director was so proud of us, though, because we kept performing after everyone was screaming.
Yeah, I bet. It takes a lot of perseverance to keep dancing when an outbreak happens like that. One last question, Amelia. Who do you blame for the riot in Paris?
No one, Anna Claire. I believe that everyone did their best. Although the audience could have just stayed calm, I hope that it will never happen again.
Next, I'm going to be talking to Cameron Fuller, an audience member that attended the ballet. So, Cameron, what are your thoughts about the ballet?
That was not a ballet. The performance looked like something my kids would perform. I'm completely surprised that the Rite of Spring turned out this way. I'd rather be in bed sleeping than to watch that again.
Wow, you seem frustrated about the ballet.
That was not a ballet.
Sorry, I mean performance. But do you believe the orchestra did anything wrong?
Of course they did. The rhythm was completely off. It sounded like nails on a chalkboard. They should all be fired.
Cameron, did you fight someone at the performance?
Yeah, of course I did. Because some high class was sitting behind me saying that I was blocking her view. Little did she know her view was me a lot worse after I punched her in her face. But then her guards escorted me out. But I'm never going back after that show.
Hello, I'm back with ABC News. This is Anna Claire reporting live in Paris. I have audience member Lauren Lewis here as a member of the Rite of Spring. So Lauren, how did you feel when the riot broke out in Paris?
Well, it was crazy. I was just at the ballet enjoying my time. It was honestly a great ballet. But then people started fighting and everything started breaking out and it was crazy.
If you thought the ballet was so perfect, why do you think so much commotion was going on around you?
Yeah, it wasn't the ballet's fault. I think it was just the fact that there wasn't enough security and they let in people who were not supposed to be let in and they created chaos and they started saying things and it was just crazy.
All right, that wraps it here on ABC News. Anna Claire, out.